Nice tight little marina at Arbroath, and just in front of us there is Piper's Dream. That came from Hartlepool, same as us, under a new owner though. He's heading north, but up to the Orkneys and beyond. And there's always some that have seen better days. And again, there is the fishing harbour through the lock gates into the marina. Gates are open. It's coming on the morning tide. I think if we do set off on Tuesday, it's going to be around about 10:30 in the morning when we set off. I have to work out the timings for Ratchery Head, which is all going to be very difficult because of the distance we have to go. Peterhead closing is going to be a major issue for sailing up this coastline for many people. A little bit disappointed in them. They had the problems in January and February, but it's towards the end of March when they made the decision to close it. So it's not given many people any options, and it's not been advertised. So there will be people that do not know. Not good. And this is the wee harbour master's office. Jamie is now the harbour master. The previous one retired on Thursday. Well, this is the sail plan. It's actually spread over 2 pages.
Oh God.
That's because of the distance. So leaving Arbroath, Ratchery Head here, so that's around about 3:30 in the morning. So night crossing or night rounding, and then over the page from Ratchery Head actually to, we're going to go to White Hills rather than Lossiemouth, but that's just the time difference. But I think that makes a difference for
we might end
winds.
up in Inverness. This is Dave after all, and our plans do change.
So that is roughly the direction we need to go, around that little headland there and straight up the northeast coastline. And across there is the direction we came from. There was lots of indecision. I used to be decisive, now I just can't make my mind up. It was the weather. The weather was always changing on us. Well, Tuesday the 31st, still in Arbroath, but we are going to leave today. Had another look at the weather and made a slight change of plan. We're going to head to White Hills. It's 108 miles. Ratchery Head looks good. And Piper's Dream is also leaving today. He's leaving this morning. I think we're going to leave just a little bit later. He's heading to Fraserburgh, which is just before White Hills. So, and Fraserburgh is an option if we need to. So why the change of mind? Well, the weather today is pretty good. Let's face it. Look at that blue sky. The winds have died down. Ratchery Head is looking good, and it's a long run now. There is the alternate Fraserburgh, which is probably going to be about 12 hours from here, but it's still a long run. And the weather windows that we are seeing over the next, well, I can look 14 days on windy. They don't give me that amount of time. So today it does. We've got about a 23 hour weather window before things get not nasty. It just blows up a little bit, but it's the wind direction which comes from the north. That's how it's going to swing. So I would rather be up and around Ratchery Head and into the Moray Firth, which I know does get affected by northerly winds, but there are gaps of a few hours or half a day, 12 hours, so we can then port hop once we get around. And so, yeah, the choice was, if we sat here, we'd be sat for 2 weeks, and I don't want to. So that was it. It was time to go. It is a tight berth that we're in, I must admit. The yacht owner next to us lifted his rudder, which allowed us a bit more swing, but still it was going to be a bit of a shunt to get in and out. While in Arbroath, we'd made friends with Raina and Mona and their son Sam from Caribbean Blue. Mona was there to see us off. Unfortunately, Raina was busy working. Now, I had plenty of indecisions about this run. We'd settled on a run from Arbroath to Whitehills, although that was a bit maybe not. We didn't want to get stuck in Whitehills. That was the problem, because there's nothing really there, and if you get stuck for a long period of time, you can struggle for food. So we also had the alternate of Fraserburgh. Again, didn't want to get stuck in Fraserburgh, really. Yes, it's a bigger town, but we'd been sort of the fish dock area. Didn't really want that. And we also had another alternate, which was probably Plan XZ2. We could have gone in, or we could go to Lossiemouth. It was all a question of how we progressed along the route and how we got around Rattery Head and into the Moray Firth. We knew this was going to be a long journey, so yeah, it was just a case of let's suck it and see. Once we got around the headland and away from all the pots, the creel markers, and they weren't all out, there was plenty still on the dock, there were plenty at sea, we managed to get under sail. It was gusty, a bit fickle here and there, but we did get a good few miles under our belt on the sail. Quite nice. Blue skies, sort of an aquamarine sea. Just felt a bit cold. Coming past Aberdeen, or just south of Aberdeen, with the sun starting to set, we had another dolphin encounter. Unfortunately, these were camera shy and did not want to appear. I just saw some of the catching bubbles or flattening of water from them, but it was nice to see them about again.
I think it was the fact that the parents say, no, not playtime, feed time, come on.
Well, we're getting settled down now. It's 8 o'clock. We're 57 miles to go to our destination, and well, we're having to motor a bit. I've got the sails out. The wind's not quite in the direction that I thought it should be. Well, it's predicted to be, or any of the weather apps tell me it is, so oh well, as usual. I don't know whether you can make this out or not, but struggling a bit at the moment. Wind shifted again. We've got a very light breeze and quite a tidal stream against us at the moment. All those lights over there are Peterhead. It's about midnight, so we're actually ahead of schedule, but I am struggling a bit at the moment, pushing against quite a strong tide. We actually got around Rattery Head at around about 2:30 in the morning, and then it was nice to see the sunrise as we travelled down the Moray Firth. Now we had made good time, and so when we got around Whitehills, which was our planned destination, we were actually a bit too early, so we carried on to our alternate Lossiemouth. They actually put us into the West Basin, not the visitors area. We were running to get ahead of a squall. I could see it, it's just ahead of me there. So they told me to go right down to the far end near the ramp where we would be met. Yes, there was an operative there. But he thought, you're a bit wide for this berth. So he told me to turn around and come back down to another one, just as the squall hit us. And so it just made it a little bit, oh, that was fun getting in, but hey, that's how it goes. So thanks for watching us. I do hope you like this video as usual. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give us a like and also hype for the video itself. That all helps.